So, what comes to mind when you hear the name Dracula? Most people picture a caped figure, a creature of the night, sharp fangs, a thirst for blood. This is the vampire of legend, made famous by Bram Stoker's Gothic novel. But the real Dracula is more complex, often more terrifying than the myth. His name was Vlad III, Prince of Wallachia, a 15th century ruler caught between powerful empires. To some, a national hero and defender of faith, to others, a monster. The truth, as so often in history, is not so clear. Vlad's world was one of constant warfare, political betrayal, and a desperate struggle for survival. He was not a supernatural being, he was a man shaped by a violent childhood and the pressures of power. His methods were savage. He earned the name the Impaler for his preferred method of execution. Vlad III was born in 1431, in the fortress town of Sigisawara. His father, Vlad II Dracul, of the Order of the Dragon, Dracul meaning the dragon. In Romanian, Ulia means son of, thus, Dracula, son of the dragon. As a boy at the Ottoman court, he lived among his family's enemies. While Radu adapted and befriended Mehmed, Vlad remained defiant. He learned their language and tactics, but his heart hardened with hatred. Boyars with Hungarian support killed his father, his brother Mircea died horribly. Grief became iron will, he would reclaim Wallachia and punish his enemies. This is where legend gives way to the man, and to the brutal politics of his age. Wallachia was a frontline principality, squeezed between Hungary and the Ottoman Empire. Power was shared with boyars, ambitious nobles who often plotted to replace the prince. Every voivode fought two wars, against invaders and against rivals at home. In 1448, with Ottoman backing, Vlad seized the throne for months before exile. Exile hardened him. He studied Hungarian and Ottoman strategy and waited. In 1456 he returned, now facing Mehmed II, conqueror of Constantinople. Vlad believed only absolute authority and fear could stabilize Wallachia. At an Easter feast he gathered boyars and their families to test their loyalty. "How many princes have you outlived?" he asked. "Too many." He ended their disloyalty, some impaled, the younger marched to hard labor. At a remote fortress, Poenari, they rebuilt his stronghold until many collapsed. Revenge, yes, but also politics. Purge the schemers, elevate loyal men, centralize power. Impalement, he didn't invent it, but used it as the ultimate deterrent. Victims were hoisted upright, left to die over hours or days. He punished treacherous boyars and common criminals, imposing order through terror. In 1462, Mehmed II marched to depose him once and for all. For miles, a grotesque forest of stakes, some 20,000 captives displayed. The stench and sight broke morale. Even the Sultan reportedly recoiled and withdrew. It was terror as strategy. Brutal, calculated, unforgettable. But reputation is a weapon too, and others would wield it against him. Vlad's reputation split in two, depending on who told the story. To Ottomans and Saxon merchants, he was a demonic tyrant. Pamphlets spread sensational tales, grotesque scenes meant to vilify him. Saxons resented lost trade privileges and funded propaganda against him. Ottoman chronicles cast him as a treacherous enemy of Islam. Combined, these sources cemented the Western image of a bloodthirsty madman. In Romania, another memory persists, Vlad the Protector, a harsh but just ruler who imposed order in chaos. Legend says a golden cup sat by a fountain, untouched because theft meant doom. He resisted a superpower when others would not, even if briefly. His daring night attack on the Sultan's camp is still celebrated. Vlad died in battle around 1476-77, his head sent to Constantinople. For centuries, two traditions preserved him, hero and fiend. Eastern European vampire myths existed, but were not about Vlad. In 1897, Bram Stoker found the name Dracula. Dark, evocative. He noted Dracul could mean devil, perfect for his villain. Stoker borrowed a few facts, then fused them with vampire lore. A new character was born, Count Dracula. The novel, and films, made the connection indelible worldwide. The line between man and monster blurred forever. In Romania, a symbol of resistance. Elsewhere, the king of vampires.